Bibliophiles of the internet, my name's Adriana, and today I'm here to help announce the next round of Get Graphic and share what I'm going to be reading for the event. If you're new here, Get Graphic is a read-a-thon that takes place over a single weekend, and it's all about reading graphic works of all kinds. This means comics, graphic novels, single issues, trades, manga, manhwa, webcomics. If the story you're thinking about is told exclusively through static images, it's perfect for this event. Get Graphic was actually created by Kayla from Bookadoodles and Kristen from What's Happening. Sadly, Kristen is no longer on booktube, but I also help run the event myself and have been helping for the past 2 years. This year we also have an exciting guest host as well who has also taken part in this event before and overall is just a wonderful human being, and that is Matthew from Matthew Sharapa, who you should definitely be following if you're not. By the way, everyone's channels and all of the information for Get Graphic will be in the description down below, so definitely take some time to check that out. So this year Get Graphic is happening on the weekend of August 23rd to the 25th, starting at midnight on the 23rd and going to 11:59 p.m. on the 25th within your own time zone, of course. Personally, I really love this event because graphic works are usually fairly quick to consume, and because this read-a-thon is really only 3 days, by the end you will feel super accomplished and badass. To keep up with any updates or join us in any Twitter chats or sprints, make sure to follow @GetGraphicThon on Twitter and tag all your updates with #GetGraphic on all social media platforms so we can see your posts and give you some likes. Of course, every good read-a-thon has challenges. We have both Instagram challenges for the week leading up to the event through the weekend itself, as well as a few optional reading challenges you can take on if you would like. The Instagram challenges are pretty low-key and easy to achieve. In general, that was really important to us in every aspect of this event. So those are to take a photo of your graphic collection, show us your favorite black and white art, give a recommendation for if you like this book, try this comic, and your favorite color palette. Then during the actual weekend itself, share a photo of your Get Graphic TBR, a spread or panel from your current read, and lastly, a photo of what you completed during Get Graphic. The reading challenges again are pretty low-key, and you're more than welcome to double up, triple up, etc. on challenges as much as you please, or ignore them completely. It's totally your choice. So those are to read a work in translation, read a prize winner, read something that was adapted, and bonus if you then watch that adaptation, read something that's own voices, read something with queer rep, read 2 installments in the same series, and read at least 7 works. So that's all the housekeeping stuff. Again, check down below to see all of the information and dates and all that fun stuff. Now let's get into what I'll be reading for this next round of Get Graphic. First up, I want to finally read Crush by Svetlana Chmakova. This is the 3rd book in her Berrybrook Middle School series. It's a middle grade / all ages comic, and this one is about Jorge, who's this big burly kid who no one really messes with, but he's actually super friendly and sweet. So he starts crushing on a classmate, and his friends notice that he gets really awkward and off his game around her, so they start giving him crap about it, and the story is about him trying to figure out what's more important, what his friends expect him to do about this crush, or what he actually wants. Then much earlier this year, my best friend Steven sent me volume 1 of Witch Hat Atelier, which is how I'm gonna say that, and I have been dying to read it. This is a fantasy manga set in a world where magic and dragons are commonplace, but the main character, Coco, just wants to be a witch. The problem is you can only be a magician if you're born as a magician, and she was not. But when she comes across a traveling magician who does magic in a way she's never seen before, she soon learns that what everyone knows about magic may not be accurate. Then I have Our Dreams at Dusk Volume 2 by Kamatani Yuki, which I deliberately have not read yet because of this event. This is an own voices queer manga about the Zuku, a closeted high school boy who knows he's gay, and when his classmates find something damning on his phone just before summer break, he briefly considers ending his own life because he just feels helpless. But then he finds this local drop-in center for queer folks, and through volunteering there, he is beginning to find his place. I believe this volume is still about the Zuku, but it's also about his interactions with a prominent side character who is questioning and exploring their gender identity, and again, since Kamatani Yuki is a non-binary mangaka, I know it's gonna be great. And as you may have seen in my last book haul, I also have volume 19 of Boku no Hero Academia, or My Hero Academia by Horikoshi Kohei. This is a really awesome, badass sci-fi manga series about young superheroes and the elite academy where they train to become professional heroes while trying not to be killed by villains. At this point, it's a tradition for me to read this series during Get Graphic, so I definitely want to keep up with that. Then any day now, I should be getting volume 2 of Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. This is a queer comic adapted from an ongoing webcomic. It's about Charlie, who is one of the only openly gay kids at school, and he has this sort of boyfriend, even though said boyfriend isn't really nice and only ever wants to fool around and meet up in secret. But then in class, Charlie is assigned to sit next to the school's super friendly, ultra popular rugby star Nick, and the two of them begin to connect. Next Next, you may remember that I read volume 7 of Giant Days for last year's Get Graphic, and I am ashamed to say I have not continued on since, and that's why I would love to read volume 8. This is another amazing comic series about 3 best friends in university as they just struggle to survive and make it out of school in one piece. It's absolutely hilarious and brilliant. And lastly, if I want to read 7 works, I can always read my digital arc of Mooncakes by Suzanne Walker and Wendy Zhu. Everyone was talking about this when they came back from BEA and BookCon. It's a soft queer fantasy story with 2 queer Chinese American main characters. The first is Nova, who works in a bookshop and helps investigate any supernatural occurrences in her hometown since she is a witch. She overhears reports about this white wolf and follows the trail into a nearby forest where she finds Tam, who is non-binary by the way, and also Nova's childhood crush. I would guess it's about them reconnecting and all that fun stuff, so I can't wait to read this and let y'all know what I think. I'll be the first to admit it's a little bit ambitious even in terms of graphic works. I may finish everything I just talked about, I may not. It doesn't matter because I'm just so excited and honored to help run this event. Please, please, please comment down below and let me know if you plan on taking part and what you would like to read during that weekend, if so. And again, please do follow us at GetGraphicThon on Twitter and come chat with us because we would love that so much. But that's everything I had for this announcement and TBR today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the flip side of the page.